Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to do a quick unboxing of the blue Life 1X. Another one. Now the battle of the budget phones is heating up. This is number 5 on the list, so let's check it out. First up, let me show you the website real quick so you can see where to get it from. Go to Amazon.com. I'll throw the link up in the description. Alright, so we got the blue Life 1X. Now this is a 4G LTE GSM unlocked smartphone. Now the price on this one, $149.99. So you're looking at $150. Comes in 2 different colors. You got black or white. Pause this and read it for yourself if you want, but let's just breeze through the specs real quick. You got an unlocked dual SIM smartphone that's running Android 5.1 Lollipop. Now you got a 5.2-inch full HD display with Corning Gorilla Glass 3. You got 16 gigs internal memory, 2 gigs of RAM, and it's featuring a 1.3 GHz Octa-Core Mediatek processor. Now you got a 13 megapixel camera in the rear, and you got a 5 megapixel camera in the front with an LED flash. Alright, so LED flash on the front, that's going to be a selfie beast right there. Now this is 4G LTE. It's going to work on AT&T, T-Mobile, Cricket, MetroPCS, Straight Talk, Pure Talk, USA, and of course, Obama phones. Alright, so this is an official Obama phone right here. Alright, so $150 on this. Let's check out the presentation. So far, so good. Now I went with the white version, so this is supposed to be white with the gold trim. Life 1X. Let's see, 5.2-inch display, MediaTek, 1.3 GHz octa-core processor. Alright, everything from the website. Alright, so shout out to the Batman knife. Let's pop this one open. Rah. Yeah. Okay. $150 on this, fellas. Keep that in the back of your mind. Alright, so here's the phone. Let's see what you get inside. Okay. That ain't really nothing. Alright, what's this now? Okay, let's see. Screen protector. Alright, so let's see. This looks like the regular flimsy one. Do we even need to take this out? Why not? Some of y'all might want to use this. Let's see how flimsy it is, though. Alright, not too bad. Flimsy screen protector. Okay, now $150. Every time I say $150, if y'all at home having a drink, take a shot. Alright, so you get some headphones included. Not too fancy, you know. Little incognito headphones. Let's see. Alright, now this is your dual SIM installation guide. Alright, dual SIM sluts. Alright. I know I have to say it now. Y'all putting too much pressure on me. I gotta say it every video now. Alright, this is your micro USB charging cable. Okay. This is your charging brick. A little funny shape on this one. Kind of looks like HTC version. The usual books and shit. Okay. Now check this out, fellas. Now we talking. You get an S-View window case. Okay, let me do the smell test on this. Okay. Smells like pleather. Nice little leatherish material to it. This actually doesn't have a glass on the window, so you might want to use that screen protector. And as you can see, you're gonna have to take your battery cover off. So that means you got a removable battery. Yeah, I know removable is one of my words that I can't say. I can't say removable and dual SIM slots. All right, I said it right that time. All right, so this is a nice looking case right here. You get that included. All right, let's file this to the side. Now let's take a look at the phone. 5.2-inch display. Let's see. Okay. Very lightweight phone. Kind of looks like an iPhone from the front. Let's see if we got any juice. All right, now this is your power button right here. Okay, so let's power this up. You got a power button, volume up and down. Nice low profile buttons. The back of this kind of has that leatherish texture to it. Y'all remember on the Note 4 series? Kind of like that. Got some blue branding. There's your 13 megapixel camera. There's your LED flash. Headphone jack on the top. This side is clean. Got the gold trim. I'm feeling that though. Micro USB charging port on the bottom. There goes a little mic. All right, now check out the front. Now here's your, what did I say? 5 megapixel camera in the front with an LED flash. All right, a little flash built into the front. That looks kind of cool. Now you can see this is a Lollipop setup screen. Let's take the back cover off real quick. Okay, so non-removable battery. Let's see the battery capacity on this. Where we at? All right, so you got a Oh, this is what is that 900 milliamp battery? That can't be right. I gotta check this. What am I looking at, fellas? That looks like 900 milliamps. Interesting. I gotta check out the real specs, but it gotta be more than that. Anyway, here's your slots right here. Your slots for your dual SIMs. Sluts. There goes your micro USB. Upgradable memory up to 64 gigs. All right, now that's cool. So we'll throw the S-View window case back on and see what it looks like real quick. Now this is for 150 bucks, fellas. Those specs ain't that bad. And you know, normally with trap phones, I don't buy no cases. So if they throw one in there for free, we're gonna rock with that. That ain't bad. This is 150 bucks, fellas. All right, so I'm gonna pause the video for a minute. Also, you gotta speak on the bottom. All right, now, if y'all remember the Blue Pure XL, that speaker was pretty loud, but it doesn't have any bass. So we'll see if our Blue stepped this speaker game up. Now, let me put my information in. I'll get back to y'all in a minute, and we'll breeze through the OS. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, y'all, so we back in. Now, I just put my information in the phone. I've been playing around with it for about 30 minutes, and I gotta tell y'all, this phone is a go. 150 bucks. Shout out to Blue. Shout out to Hawaii. Shout out to OnePlus. They changed the game. All right, the days of those $800, $900, $1,000 phones, they coming to an end. All right, now, there's a few things about this phone that I don't like already, but for 150 bucks, I could easily look past that. Now, if you look at the OS, it's basically a stock version of Android. I don't even know the name of Blue's OS, but it's pretty much stock. You got an FM radio. All right, that's built in. You got to plug your headphones in order for that to work. You got a front-facing camera with an LED flash. And I got to be honest with y'all, the camera on this is pretty good. Let's activate the camera real quick. Let's take a little test shot. All right, let's take a look at that real quick. Look at the detail on this. Now, not the best picture in the world, but definitely not the worst. You can play around with the settings. Matter of fact, let me show y'all something real quick. Another little feature I just noticed about this camera. When you go to settings, you got shutter sound. All right, so you can turn the shutter sound off on this, and you can take your clandestine photos in the gym to throw up on Instagram. All right, all the basic settings. We'll cover all of this stuff when we do the full review on this. But so far, out of the box, for 150 bucks, listen, there's no excuse now on this planet for you to not have a phone. Okay, I understand a lot of people can't afford the iPhone 6s Plus. They can't afford the Nexus 6P. They can't afford, the Galaxy Note 5. This is 150 bucks, and it pretty much does everything your basic Android phone will do. Everything that your high-end Android phone will do, except for, certain things that the Galaxy Note can do and certain other phones, such as no fingerprint scanner. That's, not a big deal. Now, there's one thing that I will say that I don't like, and that's the speaker. Now, that's the same problem I had with the Blue Pure XL. The speaker on this, not the best at all. Let me play some music real quick. Let's get maximum volume. All right, this is maximum volume. Now, right here in this quiet room, it doesn't sound too bad. But outside, you probably won't even be able to hear this. And if you pull out a real phone, like a Nexus or something, a phone, a HTC M9, something with some real speakers on it, you're going to hear the difference. All right, so the speaker on this, not the best. Not the best. The display, though, I got it on maximum brightness. The viewing angles, pretty good. Pretty good. This right here is the definition of a trap phone. All right, now, not even just for trap phones, if you want to buy a phone for a kid. Now, like I said, for 150 bucks, there's no excuse for your kid, I'm talking to the parents out there, for your kid nowadays, if they over 10 years old, to not have a phone. All right, 10 years old. Now, not like when we was coming up back in the days, having a phone was kind of like a luxury, a privilege. Nowadays, 150 bucks, your kid must have a phone. Simply for the fact that you can contact them any time of the day or night. If they go to their friend's house, they go to the mall, wherever they at school, emergency pop up, they got a phone on them. Also, you just download a little GPS tracking device and you can always track your kid. So 150 bucks, you give this phone to a kid. This phone, honestly, if somebody just gave this to me and I played with it for 30 minutes, I would think it's about $300. Now, I would have said, yeah, the speaker could be a little bit better, but I would have thought it was $300. Nice build on this. You got that leather back. You got the nice trim around the sides. Let me pull out my iPhone real quick. Let me show you something. It kind of looks It kind of looks like an iPhone. If you look the way the corners are and the sides, kind of looks very iPhone-ish with a little Samsung front, but not bad. Let's go to the settings real quick. Let's check out some of the gestures. All right, let's try smarter weight. Okay, so let's go through this real quick. You got your music player. All right, when the screen is off, touch the panel, draw the letter M. All right, that'll activate the music player. You got a camera one. Draw the letter C when the screen is off. That'll activate the camera. Flashlight, draw the letter 0. The letter 0. draw the letter O, and that'll bring up the flashlight. And you got lock. Let's see. When the screen is off, tap twice to light the screen directly. Okay, that's cool. Let's check out the gestures. You got double click. Double click on the home button. That'll lock the screen. You got pocket mode. Let's see. Unlock using the power button. Flip to silence. Flip to snooze. Learn about clever motion. All right, we'll play with all that stuff later. Let's just see if this works though. Double tap. That'll lock the screen. All right. Nice and I'm going too fast. Nice and responsive though. So far, no lag on this. All right, no lag. Now, I haven't been doing too much stuff. Oh, y'all see I had a bunch of apps open. No lag on this so far. Now, you got an octa-core processor, so you shouldn't have lag. And the skin is nice and light. I got to say it one more time. $150 for this. This is going to be a major battle of the trap phones. Now, there's so many phones to choose from. I've been getting a lot of requests to try this phone, try that phone. I'm not going to buy 100 trap phones. All right, so we're just going to try to cut it at maybe anywhere between 8 and 10. But so far on the price. Now, the one we did yesterday, the Z8, that was $300. You put the Z8 side by side with this one, we're going to see that you're talking about $150 savings. All right, so right out of the gate, though, build quality, presentation, display, camera, this is a go. Not to mention you get the free headphones and you get a free case. Let's try out this S window case and see how it looks with this phone. All right, let's try this out real quick. See if we get some S window activities going on. All right, now that back panel comes off very easily. All right, now here's your S window. Okay, so you got two windows. You got music. Let's see what's, all right, unknown artist. All right, nothing on there. All right, you got music and you got your clock. You open it up, it automatically opens the phone. You hear that little sound? This ain't bad at all. All right, so on the scale of 1 to 10, fresh out of the box, I gotta say it one more time. $150. If you're looking for a backup phone, you're looking for a trap phone, you're looking for a phone to give to your kid that's between the ages of, I say, 10 and maybe 15. After 15 years old, they probably gonna want something a little bit better. But between 10 and 15, this is a must cop right here. All right, this is a must cop. Shout out to Blue. Look at the details on this case. Nice stitching on this. They got some company branding on the bottom. Cut out for the speaker. $150. Let me get y'all drunk. $150. This is a win. This is a win. All right. Anyway, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this one. Shout out to everybody that rock with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Boxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the Amazon Warrior on Sundays. Y'all already know, Stream Gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Shout out to Troll Team 6. We in the building. Look at that Z8 video. Alright, Troll Team 6 is heavy in the building. Oh yeah, special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Snapchat. Flossy_Carter. We getting busy this weekend. Now, as far as the battle of the trap phones, so far, this is number 5. Let's line them up. This is number 5 on the list. All right, we're going to work on the brackets. We're going to work on the brackets this week. And we're going to set them up. We have 4 and 4. We'll probably do 4 and 4. And we'll do a little battle of the bunch of phones. Oh yeah, one more thing. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces. Fine video on the beats. ramen noodles, bitch.